feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.
Brian Giles with Brian Giles MTG. And we are back with some more Bloomburrow spoilers. So, hoo-ha. Starting our list off, we have where we finished off in Jack Rabbit. So, a white, a 1, and X for a 1/2 Rabbit Warrior has Ravenous. This creature enters with X +1/+1 counters on it. If X is 5 or more, draw a card when it enters. So you can beat this guy up. And if you put 5 or more, it's you get a card draw. Whenever Jackrabbit attacks, create the number white 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens equal to Jackrabbit's power. Meme card. Squash, what it is and what it does. Think about that one with a dirty mind. Next up, we have Murmuration. So a beefy white and 4 for an enchantment that reads, birds you control get +1/+1 and have vigilance. At the beginning of your end step, for each spell you cast this turn, create a 1/2 blue bird creature token with flying named Stormcrow. Another meme. Once the crow bird folk realized augurs were using the shapes of their murmurations for their divination, they decided to have some fun with it. Next up is Calamity of Cinders, a beefy 2 red and 5 for a sorcery with Convoke, which means your creatures can help cast this spell by paying for a generic or a mana of that creature's color. Calamity of Cinder deals 6 damage to each untapped creature. So, ouch, that's gonna that's a board wipe that's gonna feel good in the morning. So it's in your best interest to convoke this card, because when you do this, that saves all your creatures that convoked it from the 6 damage. So hoo-ha. So we got Pollywog Prodigy, a blue and 1 for a 1/3 frog wizard with evolve. Means whenever a creature you control enters, that creature has greater power toughness than this creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell with mana value less than Pollywog Prodigy's power, draw a card. Okay, this guy does some stuff. Then we have Fortune Teller's Talent. Blue mana for an enchantment class. They look at the top card of your library at any time. For level 2, you pay a blue and 3. As long as you've cast a spell this turn, you may play cards from the top of your library. Hoo-ha. And for level 3, for another blue and 2, um, spells you cast from anywhere other than your hand cost 2 generic less to cast. Okay. Helps a lot with your spell casting stuff, and you can look at the top card of your library. Okay, here's another one of your imagined critters, which again will be in this deck. The Bumbleflower deck is Elspeth's Sun, or not the Bumbleflower, but the other deck, the white, blue, red deck. It's Elspeth's Sun's Champion. So a 2 white and 4 for a 4 loyalty legendary planeswalker Elspeth. plus one loyalty. Create 3 1/1 white soldier creature tokens. -3 loyalty. Destroy all creatures with power 4 or greater. Ew. -7 loyalty. You get an emblem with creatures you control. Get +2/+2 and have flying. Okay. Next up, we have Jolly Gerbils. So it's Christmas hamsters. So white and 1 for 2/3 hamster citizen. Whenever you give a gift, draw a card. Hoo-ha. They're gift giving. They're gift giving gerbils. Next up, we have Wild Seer Scouring Maw. This is another one of the Calamity Beasts. So he's a red, a green, and 3 for a 6/6 elemental wolf. He has trample. Enchantment spells you cast from your hand have cascade. Ew. So this is the Trash Panda deck. I guess that he is the backup commander for the Trash Panda deck, the Raccoon deck. So next up we have Prosperous Bandit. So a red and 2 for a 2/2. My French is not good. It's a raccoon something or other. So he has an offspring of 1. So you can spend an extra 1 to create a 1/1 copy of this. His first strike, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create that many tap treasure tokens. Okay. Greedy little raccoon. We have Pyre Swipe Hawk, another Calamity Beast. That's 2 red and 3 for a 4/4 elemental, I would say, bird, hawk. Has flying and haste. Whenever it attacks, it gets +X/+0 till end of turn. X is the greatest mana value among artifacts you control. Ew. Whenever you expend 6, gain control of up to 1 target artifact as long as you control this Fire Swipe off. Okay, it does stuff. This I'm not unhappy with that one. Next up, we have Trail Tracker Scout. For a green and 1, you have a 1/3 raccoon scout, I would imagine. It has tap a atom out of any color. Whenever you spend 8, turn up to 1 target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. So if you're spending a lot of mana, of course this is in the commander deck, so he's a mana fixer to begin with, and then later on he becomes very useful to return your stuff from the graveyard. So hoo-ha. Okay, we got Alchemist Talent. So a red and 3 for level 1. When it enters, create 2 tap treasure tokens. So it's a red and 3 for creating 2 tap treasure tokens. Level 2 is a red and 1. Treasures you control says tap, sacrifice this meant had 2 mana of any color. Ooh. And for level 3, you pay a red and 4. Whenever you cast a spell, mana from a treasure was spent to cast it. This class deals damage equal to the mana value of that spell to each opponent. Ew. This thing in Prosper, in decks that create treasure tokens, like I think it's Gnawbone. Yeah, or what was it? Copper Dragon. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. This thing is insanity. So next up, we have Rolling Hamsphere. So it's a beefy 7 generic mana for a 4/4 artifact vehicle. It gets +1/+1 for each hamster you control. When it attacks, create 3 1/1 red hamster creature tokens. Then it deals X damage to any target where X is the number of hamsters you control. And you crew it for 3. Ew. Holy. It's a rolling hamster cage. Ew. This thing, if it gets rolling, it gets nasty. Yeah. Then we have Evercoat Ursine. So green and 4 for a 6/5 elemental bear with trample. Excuse me? Hideaway 3, which means they trigger separately. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, there are cards exiled by it. You may play one of them without paying its mana cost. So you look at the top three, choose one of them, put the rest on the bottom. Choose one in exile. And you do that again. Oh, that's something to just, oh, somebody's going to break that. Oh. Oh, that's just disgusting. 5 mana, he's a 6/5 with trample. Not bad. When it deals combat damage, it triggers the hideaway mechanic. Okay, next up we have Bright Cap Badger. So it's a green and 3 for a 3/4 Badger Druid. It has an adventure of Fungal Getaway. It's an instant adventure for a green and 2. Create 2 1/1 green sapling creature tokens. Brightcap Badger's main text says each fungus and sapling has tapped to add a green mana. At the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 green sapling creature token. Okay, so he's really a Badger Druid. Sorry, hate ads. So he's got his little thing here where you can create a couple of saplings, and then your saplings add when he comes into play, saplings can tap it and become mana dorks, and it keeps creating more and more saplings at the end of your end step. This guy is fun. I like him. Next up, we have the Thickest in the Thicket. Kind of heard about this card. Jacked squirrels, jacked raccoons. So 2 green and 3 for an enchantment that reads, when it enters, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature where X is that creature's power. At the beginning of your end step, if you control a creature with the greatest power or tied for the greatest power, draw 2 cards. Ew. I can think about there's all sorts of things that could pair with. That could just be a bad, bad, bad thing. Railway Brawler. Oh, God. Next up, we have Domri, Anarch of Bolas. So, a red, a green, and 1 for a 3 loyalty, Planeswalker Domri. Creatures you control get +1/+0. +1 loyalty, add a red or a green. Creature spells you cast this turn can't be countered. -2 loyalty, target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Hoo-ha. So that's going to be it for this particular set, and we're going to go into the next one on the next video. Hoo-ha.